Said I'd find a way to turn my heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I wrote it all along on your way right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you. Carolina skies in the night, floating by your side. I fell up when you fell down, but we stayed in flight. I'm laughing to myself, 'cause I know that I can't deny. I can't find what you can't hide right inside my mind. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you. been working part-time jobs, chasing all my dreams now lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side, I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different. Tell me everything's alright. Life is just a bunch of faces, and if it's not, we'll still be fine. I know we're going
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Wir arbeiten schon viel. Und das darf auch sein. Es gehört halt auch dazu. Aber die Technik schafft heute auch viel. Immer mehr sogar. Die Luftfeuchtigkeit passt. Die Stauatmosphäre stimmt. Und wenn die Technik immer mehr schafft, könnten wir ja zwischendurch ein Kehr weniger krampfen. Oder etwa nicht?
You ready? Huh? Hey, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
I don't need recognition. I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late. You're doing good. I'm doing great. Check 'em out. Check 'em out. Less than y'all, less of the south. Too complex to the versatile.
Good evening and welcome to yet another week of the Swisscom Hero League here, powered by ESL. Today with Group B of Clash Royale, and when there's Clash Royale, one guy can't be missing, and it's my man. Hey, don't. I'm not that old yet, okay?
Okay, now we of course we all want to know the story behind your glasses. Is there a story? Like with
I got them.
mine.
I got them at a festival. I think that's about it.
You're not. You're not gonna
They're-
tell
they're
us what
beautiful.
festival then.
I don't even remember. I
It looks
think.
good though. Mine is from the Gabalier concert.
Nice, lovely.
It's an OG.
Yeah, and you brought your little Pekka statue today.
Yeah, I have a little friend with
Lovely.
me here on this side.
Yeah.
The little Pekka, and you can see from his stare that he's watching very closely what's gonna happen in the matches. And if there is anyone trying to cheat or cheese, he will. He has his sword ready, you know.
Are you sure? Like we saw quite a bit of cheese last Monday, and I'm not entirely convinced we might not just see that again here out of one of our players. So
I don't think so either. We have a great match for you today, guys. Great matches, 2 of them. 2 great matches. The first one, FCN Ryzen against Jumanji. That's gonna be a great match, FCN Ryzen, our Ryzen star. And our second one,
it's gonna be Kefron against That's Him. Both of those guys are already in the losers brackets so for them it's do or die today. Well, not
All or
literally,
nothing.
but at least figuratively, because if they lose again tonight, they are out. And let's actually have a look at the bracket tonight.
no mercy.
Nope.
They're out.
Not at all. So yeah, let's have a
So-
quick look here. As you can see, FC and Ryzen and as well as Jumanji, they both made a very convincing argument for themselves last
Yeah.
week, taking down
4-0.
their opponents 4-0.
No questions left.
That was really kind of a one-sided story. I mean, the matches they got intense to some point, but as we mentioned last Wednesday already, like especially for Datsim, he seemed to be back a little bit to his old problems, where he tends to choke it up a bit when the matches get important, and
The
I'm not
pressure
sure.
gets him.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if we can handle this this new format that we're playing now in
Hopefully.
season 3 here of the Swisscom Hero League.
Hopefully. It's already going to the final stage here of this first round, kind of, because we have the first people being thrown out of the tournament. The thing is this, if you haven't noticed yet, or if you're new, if it's your first time here today, it's a double elimination bracket. It's no round robin anymore. No 7 matches, no matter if you lose, it's all or nothing. Double elimination. What that means, you lose twice, you're out. You lose once, you're in the losers bracket. You can still come back from the losers bracket and become the champion against all the others in the losers bracket. But still, 2 times loss, you're out. And I
Yeah.
think that's a very interesting format. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, it makes the whole affair so much more intense. The stakes are quite a bit higher, and we'll actually have a look at the versus screen right now of these 2 players that are facing off in the first match of tonight. It's going to be FCN Ryzen. That was quite a quick flash there. Against Jumanji. So both of those guys made it to the semi-finals during last season's playoffs and fought against their respective opponents in Bern there at the Hero Fest. And I fondly remember that Jumanji going down eventually against Senpai Rec, but FCN Ryzen actually managed to pull quite the upset there against Jesus and made it all the way to the finals. So I'm pretty convinced he wants to follow up with that performance of last season and make his way to the finals yet again. And
That's for sure. He want to be in the finals again. He will give his best to be in the finals again, no doubt about that. I want to ask you something else about your tie. Is it already a new one? The bow tie? The
bow tie?
Handmade
Oh,
one?
no, not yet, unfortunately.
Not yet.
That
Okay.
one is still undergoing some
way.
finalization, and then will make its way to me. Probably
Okay.
through post, but I'll definitely wear that as soon as I get it. So,
Nice.
stay tuned for that.
Nice. And as you mentioned, I have my little friend here with me. You see the little Pekka, and this guy is actually massive. He looks like it's a picture, but it's actually a massive little Pekka. And So he's gonna watch close. He's heavy, actually, really heavy, and I love his red eyes.
Yeah, isn't it a she?
Yeah, it's a
Pekka
she. Sorry,
Okay.
I was wrong.
Okay.
It's a she.
See,
Very-
I remember
very
back
angry.
in like season 1 when I got criticized for not
Yeah.
properly calling the bandit
How
a
could you?
female. Like,
How
I'm
dare
very
you?
sorry. I'm still very sorry about that. So yeah. Actually, also got a bit of a surprise ready for tonight, but we'll reveal that at a later point here. So
Yeah, she's an angry woman, that's for sure. The Pekka.
she didn't
Don't
have
mess with her.
She didn't really had too much of a success yet here in coming into season 3 of the Swisscom Hero League.
She's in a few
Senperect,
decks. In a
yeah,
few decks, not
Senperect
so
played her.
successful.
Senperek played her in a bridge spam deck, but to no success. Like as we saw last Monday, he went down 4-0 actually against
Yeah,
Thiago. That was probably
That
the
was
biggest
quite a
upset.
punishment.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
a
probably
punishment.
the biggest upset we've had so far.
A bloodbath.
here in the Swisscom
Call it
Hero
a
League.
bloodbath.
Definitely so.
That was quite a punishment. So I'm looking forward for Elixir Golem. That's gonna be very cool. I love Elixir Golem. I love Sparky. Maybe we see the regular Golem. We haven't seen him in a while. That would be really cool. The Three Musketeers. I know that's your favorite card. What else are you looking for? What other card? Or decks?
I'd still hope that we'd see some Expo being played because I'm
Expo?
still
We've seen that once, I guess.
no.
last time. Wasn't it
I don't
once?
think we've had it actually.
I'm not sure. But Expo is not that strong at the moment. Actually, Golem and Lava Hound decks are pretty strong. Not pretty, but strong. Besides that, Elixir Golem is still a force. The healer, the battle healer, is a cool card.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw it a little bit in the Elixir Golem deck, but we've also seen players making adaptations there. For example, on Monday we saw Thiago, who just swapped out the battle healer for a lumberjack, which was quite interesting. It's just another level of threat, so to speak, on that opposing tower when the Elixir Golem actually pops, and then the lumberjacks drops the rage, and you just have an insane amount of tower damage.
And I get
all of a
informed that the
sudden.
first game is about to start.
Yeah, let's head in
Let's
and check
get
it out.
Clashing.
I'm actually
Ready
quite
for
curious what they get. Oh, look at that! Just
They already
perfectly in sync here with the
Jumanji
bar
against, and
barrels.
the bands, by the way, we have to tell our viewers the bands. The Mini
Yes.
Pekka, you see it on screen, and sorry for you, the Magical Archer has been banned.
Once again, it's always the magical archer. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to play against
Poor
him,
guy.
it seems. It's understandable though, and Mini Pekka also quite a solid ban here out of Jumanji. We've seen quite a bit out of that card. I'm guessing FCN Ryzen is gonna be rolling with the graveyard here by the looks of it. Already
looks
showed his Ice Wizard, the Baby Dragon, and of course the Cannon card, which we've seen
Yeah, there's
so
the
much.
graveyard.
There it is. Oh, he
Jumanji,
has
of course,
the
he's
poison.
the guy that always builds his own decks. He's usually not going by the meta. He just plays what he feels comfortable playing with. So I'm curious what we're gonna see of him today, Jumanji.
Well, he does have the poison in his deck here,
Mind
but
poison.
very good just out of from FCN Rising to just check. Okay, does he have it or not? And ideally, you'd get a little bit more. He even got a little bit of chip damage in there, taking it all the way to 1890 HP. I can't even talk anymore, and it's only the beginning of the evening. And there's going to be another poison here, just for that Baby Dragon by the looks of it. Very
That's
interesting
maybe
choice
a
here.
waste of poison right now.
Yeah,
Baby Dragon's not gonna hit once. Poor
but
guy.
so far they're pretty even here in Elixir. FCN Ryzen still with a okay damage lead when it comes to
And by the way,
tower
there
damage.
is the Pekka in the deck of Jumanji.
Yeah.
He's got quite a heavy deck actually.
He
Looks
does.
heavy.
He does, and he's
With the Pekka.
he's a little susceptible to air, but FCN Ryzen, besides the Baby Dragon, of course, does not have too much
One
in that
tower.
department. Your favorite card, there it is. And
I
there's
don't
gonna
like
be
the bomb
another.
tower, you know it.
Another Baby Dragon there out of FC and Rising to take care of the cannon card. Nice barbell there to tank it up. Baby Dragon being played from Jumanji as a defense, does not have his poison in cycle, uses the bandit here as well to defend. Only one skeleton hit actually on those
It's
towers.
a very close match right now.
It
He's trying to
absolutely is.
chip
There's
with the
going to be another P.E.K.K.A.
I mean, it's a tough matchup for
here.
FC and Ryzen. It's tough because Jumanji can counter the graveyard with the poison pretty easily.
Yep.
So that's really tough for
Oh,
him.
nice tornado there, pulling everything back into that poison, and of course the Baby Dragon also helping out quite a bit there. And look at the cannon card. This is why I love that card.
Cannon card!
It just deals so much damage these days.
Now
Like,
it's crossing the bridge. Will it connect? No.
no, there's
The
gonna
big
be
guy.
P.E.K.K.A.
Hitting it.
But already there, like quite a bit of good chunk of
She's
damage there
angry.
onto her,
gotta
and
stop
that's
her.
what I really like.
She's ignoring the bomb tower. No, what a misplacement. But he can save it with the tornado and he's down. She's down.
Are we gonna see another? Oh, there's gonna be an aggressive poison there being used. FC and Ryzen there. Another cannon card there.
Bandit. Baby Dragon connects
Against
to
the
the
miner.
tower.
Baby Dragon is on the tower
Baby
right
Dragon
now.
still on the tower. A little lead for Jumanji. And now pushing it with the P.E.K.K.A. Oops,
nope.
what's that?
Okay, we return to the main menu. A little bit of a mishap there.
Okay.
Let's go back in. Still no crown has fallen, but it has
That
swung
can happen.
around a bit. So damage lead now.
We've not missed anything.
Damage
Take us
advantage here
again.
for Jumanji.
I really love how FC and Ryzen defends the P.E.K.K.A. I really love that. The P.E.K.K.A. has actually no chance of getting there at the
Yes.
moment.
Yeah, and we see another poison there coming
Poison
out of
graveyard.
FC and Ryzen. Jumanji does not have his own poison by the looks of it, or decides against using it. Maybe just wants to get, he just wants to get damage in here with that minor poison combo right here. But oof, last second stop there
tower.
off the bandit charge with the bomb tower. That
poison?
actually was really clutch.
Now
there.
the graveyard is very dangerous. Does he have poison inside?
But Jumanji with a big push here uses the Ice Wizard as well. Miners on the tower. There's going to be
There's
nice
poison.
tornado there for a very late King Tower
The
activation.
overtime is about to end. Only 8
Poison is not
seconds
going to be
left.
enough.
It's
Can
going
he
to be
get
the first
5 seconds?
tiebreaker.
Oh, will this be enough? I don't think so personally. He
That's
cannot
a win.
defend.
That's a win for Jumanji with the tiebreaker. Well played by
Full-
Jumanji. And
Yeah.
what a surprise, you know. FC and Ryzen, he's a very strong player, very experienced. Of course, Jumanji is also experienced, but in the past, FC and Ryzen has always been very strong, except for the semi-final where they met last season. Where
Yeah.
Jumanji also played strong against FC and Ryzen.
Oh yeah. I'm just being told, and I can see it by the Twitch stream that you actually couldn't see that first game. So I think it's best if we just rerun this and just discuss a little bit about how exactly Jumanji managed to squeeze out a win here.
You didn't see the game. They didn't see the game at
Nope,
all.
it was a
Oh,
little bit of a
dang.
bug. Just
But
a
they
black
heard
screen
our
there.
commentating it.
Hopefully so.
That's like radio. Not only do we cast from home now, but it's also like in the good old radio times.
So yeah, you only be able to hear our beautiful voices there. but
Beautiful.
We'll hopefully get another look at that game and can discuss it a little more. It was certainly very well played, but I don't want to take too much away here from the gameplay overall. Certainly was a very intense matchup already, going the full distance here over those 5 minutes. We have not talked too much about this yet so far this season, because between our Swisscom Hero League seasons, actually, Supercell decided to basically entirely change how matches work. Already before our season ended, they basically eliminated ties from the game, and instead introduced a tiebreaker system.
That was a good thing.
But except on ladder. I think on ladder you can still tie.
Didn't they? Oh, I'm actually not sure. Didn't they introduce it later?
I'm not.
I'm actually.
Well,
Maybe
either
the
way,
audience knows.
either
Audience,
way.
if you know it.
Either. Okay. Either way, they then afterwards changed it so that the first 2 minutes of a game are always single elixir time, as it has been basically forever. Then the last minute of regular play time is going to be double elixir. That used to be the same always, but then before it was 3 minutes maximum of overtime, sudden death overtime. That was always completely in double elixir. Now they reduced. Yeah, they reduced the sudden death overtime to 2 minutes. The first minute of which is going to be double elixir time, and the second one is actually going to be triple elixir time. So you can spam even harder and really try and squeeze out those last remaining damage points you might need.
For me as a golem player, that's literally perfect. Because if I defend the first minute is a waste anyway, so you just wait for the first minute to pass. Then from double elixir time, you can start to push. And then in overtime, often you finally manage to 3-crown them. So it's really a good thing for beatdown decks. And I have to say, I have to confess, a little confession here. I always love to play beatdown because it's so easy and it's slow. And all those fast cycles, that's too much work for me.
You have to be like really fast, like throw it all out there.
Yeah, and then you leak elixir. It's always painful when you start leaking elixir. So I'd rather have it slow than leak the elixir.
Absolutely, absolutely. But something that it's always something you have to consider, because if you're playing a control-ish style, it can be really hard to get those damage points in, because especially Graveyard. Graveyard has been a super consistent archetype since basically since a year ago or something, Graveyard, or 1.5
and
even.
It's actually become stronger again.
Yeah, and especially now with when they swap to Cannon Guard, because they have a building, deals a lot of damage, and it's still quite tanky due to its double health bar essentially. Now with the damage buffs, got even more, even stronger. But then again, with a Graveyard deck, you're really trying to stop your opponent's push, because you have so much value when it comes to defense with the Tornado and the combination between Ice Wizard and the Baby Dragon, and sometimes the Bomb Tower as well. You can get you can kill a lot of troops very efficiently, and then essentially use that elixir lead to punish with a Graveyard. But now if your opponent gets a lot of elixir over and over again, it becomes easier, because a Graveyard usually is not too hard to defend. You just need some small troops or a poison, which Jumanji had in this case, and then it's actually pretty easy to defend. And it can be hard, and it can be hard to get in.
Informed that the game will be restarted. The game you missed, you get to see it now, so you've not missed anything.
We're still counting the result. We're just having another look at it. So.
They can't do it yet.
So
let me add this.
A little more.
Overall, I think the meta is in a good place right now.
Yes, I agree.
We see a lot of different decks, a lot of variety, a lot of viable decks actually. Also like Lava Hound works, Elixir Golem works, Sparky, even Sparky, the trash can. The trash can on
Whoa. Don't you bash my girl Sparky here.
Nobody liked it for a while because it was just too weak. It was really strong when it was introduced, the Sparky, but then it was nerfed and it was weak, and for years, I would call it years, it felt like ages. And then it got fixed, and now Sparky is in a good place. So that's also one of those decks. And then of course Goblin Barrel is also still in the meta. It's still doing pretty well.
True. We haven't seen much of Lockbait actually, or Spellbait in general. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Stop it.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. Should just have another sip of water probably. I'm actually being told by production that we're still experiencing a bit of technical difficulties, so we're just gonna keep entertaining you for a bit here, I think.
We just talk about this and that. So if we're waiting anyways, I can show you some cool stuff I have here. Not only do I have that P.E.K.K.A. with me, that very cool P.E.K.K.A. here, you're actually not able to get it anymore. You know that? Because the shop has closed. There was the Supercell store where you could get a lot of merch. And once upon a time, I bought a lot of this merch. I got an archer, I got wizards, I got barbarians, I got this P.E.K.K.A girl, and what else? The prince, and yeah, they're all back there. I got the baby dragon and all that stuff. So very, very cool. Also the plush baby dragon.
See,
But then the shop got closed.
All my merch
so-
is basically just League of Legends related.
Yeah.
I can
and
show you if you want.
I can show you something very special here.
That's a cool thing. I can show you guys my setup here. So
I'm gonna log you, I guess. I should probably log you. I mean, this is just perfect. The plush log. I mean,
this is great. I want this. I need this in my life.
the plush
Please-
log. You
please
can
log
put
me.
it behind your neck, and yeah, it's really cool.
Might hurt a little bit. Log is love.
Oh, it's very soft actually. It's very soft. So very cool thing. The log.
You have to bring that to this season's final, so we can slap people with it. For
Yeah, we
example.
can. I could slap you with the log.
Yeah.
Whenever you call the bandit rogue, I slap you with it.
I never did that again. Like.
Yeah, you did.
I
No? It's been a while. Now I want to ask the audience something. Do you recognize? Do you recognize this guy here? Does anyone in the audience know this guy? Who that? Look at the picture on your left. Who that?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, there's no denial. Either this is your brother from another mother, or it's you.
Probably the
just
first one.
like you. I mean,
Oh my.
the similarities are just undeniable.
Yeah,
so-
that's true,
So
that's
obvious,
true.
so obvious, and also like this. I mean, it actually looks like on your floor there behind you. There's a crown on the floor. Isn't that the crown? Right there in front of the.
That one?
Yeah.
No, those are some dumbbells. Those are,
Ah,
I use them
yeah,
for my
now I see.
workout.
Yeah,
like
okay.
I'm not as rich to
Okay.
use crowns for working
Okay.
out, so those
Okay.
will have to do. So
So you're actually lifting.
yeah.
You're
Well,
actually
you cannot
flexing and
cannot call
lifting.
that lifting. It's just the only dumbbells that I have. I mean, like 10 kilos. Or
I got
so.
bigger ones. They're
Yes.
also back there. You can't see them. I also have dumbbells. And the guitar. Shall I play some? While we wait, I could play a song on the guitar.
Sure. I'll fire up. I fire up my piano, and then we're just
We
gonna
could, we
do a
could
duet.
just start to sing and entertain and so.
Or we
But yeah.
just do like we just fire up. What other games do you play?
I can't though because my guitar is not connected. It's an electro guitar.
Do you
Electric
want to
guitar.
do a friendly Clash Royale match?
No.
And you stream it?
No, I don't. No, my games are besides Clash Royale are Brawl Stars. That's my main game actually at
Yep.
the moment. Brawl Stars. I play that a lot with viewers. I really enjoy playing it with viewers. And then besides Brawl Stars, okay, we get informed that we see the replay of the first match now. Amazing.
Let's have a look. Finally,
And
we
the-
managed. Perfect.
Perfect. You already see the result.
Look at this.
but
Look,
yeah,
I love
we won't
that.
have.
Just both of them thinking the same thing, just cycling their bar barrels there aggressively, and it was. I found it pretty interesting here that none of them ever. Well, especially for FSN Ryzen, he never decided to switch lanes here. He always kept pushing
Yeah.
one side. Because one
It's a
thing you can
one-lane
do,
game.
especially against the P.E.K.K.A, of course, is to just pressure opposite lane, because they're sending basically 7 elixir worth of stats and of a unit down one side.
Yeah, it's just a one-lane game. Maybe if one of them changes lanes, like if Jumanji, maybe he changes lane and puts the big P.E.K.K.A girl in the other lane. That would force FCN Ryzen to also put something in the other lane, and that could have switched this game up a little bit.
It could have, but then again, it's pretty hard to, especially with Graveyard, it's hard to like do a dual tower pressure, since you can do a lot of damage with Graveyard, but usually you get in around 5, 6 100 damage, probably at max. And then everything else is like maybe your baby dragon that you manage to connect to the tower, or the poison damage on top of it. So yeah.
Baby dragon there going down without one shot to the tower. Poor one. Baby dragon.
But it took
One
care
dead
of
baby
that,
dragon.
Of that push. Baby
I'm
dragon
actually
are-
watching right at this moment. I'm watching the stream where I just compared the emote with you, and I'm looking for reactions in the chat.
It's just beautiful.
But so far, no reactions yet. Good. There's the next baby dragon. Actually, he did switch lanes here with the bandit, but the bomb tower was there to stop it, so that bandit could not do much.
Yeah.
And
he
then the
kinda-
cannon card also very
a little
strong,
bit,
of
but,
course.
but I think especially like when you're the bridge spam deck in this scenario, you're the reactive one. I personally think, because when you're playing the graveyard against such a deck, you really have to be kind of proactive in trying to dictate the game pace and essentially forcing answers out of your opponent, forcing him
cannon card again.
into a bad cycle, and just make him use that poison, and then punish that with
And
that.
the thing is,
This was
really, you
beautiful.
have to be careful that the cannon card never connects to the tower.
Yes,
Because the cannon card is quite a force if it actually connects to the tower.
that is true,
uh,
and it just
Jumanji
fires
plays it
away
really well.
relentlessly, because you get so much damage essentially guaranteed, because you have that second health bar, and you can just keep firing away in between.
That's
but
why he always plays the P.E.K.K.A. here to counter the cannon
Yep.
card.
Pekka is actually a
it's
really
sad.
good answer.
It's
Pekka is such a
sad
good
though
answer.
that the P.E.K.K.A. never gets anywhere. Also here in this scene, he dies because of the
Yeah.
bomb tower and the tornado. Well played tornado there. No chance of actually getting anywhere. So
Yeah.
that's a very expensive defense in the end. Maybe something cheaper would be better against the cannon card. But yeah, I mean, he has to play what he has. And overall, really well played by Jumanji.
Yep.
This minor poison deck, quite a classic actually. It looks a little bit expensive.
It was
though.
also a bit of a matchup situation, I feel like, because graveyard is not really too good against bridge spam.
Yeah, and
because-
if you play
po-
graveyard,
poison,
it's
um,
always bad if the opponent has
yeah.
poison.
Yeah. I feel graveyard is especially good against against deck archetypes that build slow and large pushes, because you can deal with them so effectively with the bomb tower, with the ice wizard, and with the baby dragon, and the cannon card on top of it, and then you can just build a big counter push. But if your opponent just plays everything right at the bridge very aggressively, you can't really get in much of a counter push situation, and that
And here's that
really
moment
hinders
again,
you. Yeah.
where it's getting really close. With only 20 seconds left, there's a graveyard on the tower, so Jumanji has to defend, but at the same time he wants to push, and he gets pulled to the king tower. The miner gets pulled, but it's very late.
Yeah, it doesn't
Poison
really
was not
matter
enough
anymore.
to get the tower.
It was just
There's
like pulling it
another
away.
graveyard.
I mean, the
And
match
then-
could have been over like 20 seconds earlier when
It's very
FC Rising
close.
like just managed to sneak
then-
in the bomb tower to block the bandit after he pulled her back with the tornado, and she was already channeling her charge, and then last second he dropped that bomb tower and managed to absorb
And
the
that's
charge.
how Jumanji wins the very first tiebreaker of this
Yeah.
match. And it's 1-0 for Jumanji. And I think they're pretty eager now to get into the second match. I hope that will work soon. I hope the technical difficulties are over now.
Yep.
If we have other technical difficulties, don't worry. We're just gonna entertain anyways and talk shit like always.
not much of a difference, so nobody
It's
would
no
even
not
notice.
much
I
of a
think.
difference.
We
No.
wouldn't even have to say that there are technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We're just too
No.
honest.
Nobody would know. They're not actually watching for the game. They just
Yeah,
watch for
that's true.
what stupid stuff we talk about. So
Yeah.
we were talking about what's your favorite game besides Clash Royale. What is it?
Oof, hard question actually. Today, since since forever, I played Stardew Valley again with some friends. Did some
What
co-op
the
there.
heck? What's that?
You don't know Stardew Valley? It's such a relaxing game. You're
Never heard.
essentially like you're moving to the countryside. You buy a farm, and then you can do basically everything. You can grow crops.
Is it like
you can.
Heyday?
It's more like Animal Crossing, a bit.
Okay.
I guess. So
But not
yeah.
like Chicken Cross. What's the name of that one? Chicken Crossing. Chicken Cross is the road.
I'm not sure. It's just it's like you're looking from the top down, and then you're just farming away.
Okay.
But besides that, I play League of Legends, not as much as I used to, I guess. Recently been back to card games a bit, playing Hearthstone and
So,
Legends of
okay.
Runeterra.
Not real cards, online cards.
Yeah, yeah. And then I just got myself a fresh copy of
What the
Pokemon
heck's
Mystery
that?
Dungeon.
Pokemon.
Yes.
Okay.
Mystery
Okay.
Dungeon though. That's
You're a Pokemon boomer.
mystery. I'm definitely.
We're ready
a
for
Pokemon
the
guy.
second match, guys.
Yeah,
Let's go.
have a look. Let's have a look whether FC Ryzen can tie up the score. We already saw the Barbarian Elite again here out of both of those players. This time it's going to be the Ice Wizard out of Jumanji
Wizard.
here. FC Ryzen appears to be playing maybe the same thing. Not 100% sure.
Not
Maybe we
sure
even see
yet.
a mirror match here.
Dragon.
You never know.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Never
Clash
mind.
Royale is like a box of chocolate. There's the battle healer. I love
You
the
waited
battle
for
healer.
her. You waited for her. I'm still
Battle
a little,
healer, yeah.
I'm still a little sad that I didn't actually make her floating, because when you do you remember when Supercell
First-
talked about
Yeah.
the creation of
First
the
she was
battle
in
healer?
the air.
Yeah, she was like not in the air but floating, so she could float over like earthquake and over the river, but she was like not like in the air, so she couldn't
And
target
ground
air
units
units.
didn't hit her, right?
Oh, look at
the-
this.
first.
It did.
Yeah,
I
what a
think they did.
beautiful deck.
Ah.
Look at that beautiful purple guy.
We missed him. We missed him so much. That's gonna be the
Beautiful.
poison, so at least that's gonna be a good answer here
That's like
for
the
Jumanji
perfect
against it.
Clash Royale card.
But look at this.
The
It's like
Golem.
there's the bomb tower there, taking care
wow.
of all the bloblets. Essentially,
We have to
making
say
it
though,
free.
my friend, the
Yep.
bomb tower, that's quite a punishment here against the Elixir Golem.
Yes.
Bomb tower, it's
That's-
gonna be
that's
really
why-
hard
that's-
here for FC Ryzen in match
Yeah.
number 2.
That's why bomb tower got popular in the first place, just because of Elixir Golem and because it answers it so well and also takes care of the bloblets very efficiently. But there we actually
efficiently.
see the graveyard coming out of Jumanji, and there's going to be the poison this time from FC and Ryzen to
But they basically
eliminate
switched.
more or less all the
Jumanji now
skeletons.
with Graveyard Poison.
Yeah, still 200 damage on that tower. You take those any time of the week. Interesting that I have. Well, you can't play the mini P.E.K.K.A, but what we've been seeing recently out of those Elixir Golem decks is that
There's the
sometimes
Battle Healer.
they switch out the Night Witch for a mini P.E.K.K.A. Nice tornado there out of both
I
of
think
those
that's
players.
not the way he wants to play it actually, with that battle healer all alone. He wants the
Yeah.
battle healer behind the Elixir
Yeah.
Golem. But
But-
it's always up front.
Just marches ahead there.
At
All by
one
himself.
tower.
It's a strong, independent Elixir Golem. It doesn't need support. But look at
The
this.
Elixir Golem's on the tower.
Oof.
Tornado.
Good tornado there.
Some blobs
Take
on
care
the
of
tower.
a little bit of the push, but now look at the
Good
battle
push.
healer. Just
There's the
healing
next
up the
one.
bloblets, and they get so much damage in. There's
FC
going to be the
Ryzen now
next
very
Elixir Golem
pushy.
there. Nice poison there as well. Take care of those defensive units. 300 HP remaining, make that 229
Yeah,
there.
that's basically
So it's gonna
one
be
poison.
tough. It's gonna be
One
tough. to
poison
defend.
spell. We're in overtime already.
Yeah.
FC Ryzen needs just one poison to get this victory here, to make it a 1-1.
And the elixir is so even right now. Again,
And
there's gonna be a double tornado out of both
but
players.
Jumanji is far behind. Oh, Baby Dragon.
Ooh, double baby dragon.
attacks,
Oh, there's
double.
gonna be
Oh,
the
that's going
graveyard.
fast.
Can he defend that? Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage in very, very
A
short
lot
time.
of damage.
Oh my
and
gosh,
Jumanji gets that
Jumanji!
tower. In an
Insane
incredible
comeback.
push.
What was that?
Wow. That was so crazy. Unbelievable.
It was so incredible. I think
I
we
don't
need
know.
some shades.
This was like, wow. Total surprise here.
Absolutely, and I can only say
Unexpected.
one thing.
Oh, I
No,
can hear
this
that.
this
Put
way.
it to the microphone.
There.
What a boomer.
There you go. There you
You're-
go.
you're-
I'm
You're
not
the
a
bigger boomer
I'm not
than
a-
I am.
I'm not a boomer. I'm a memer, you know, at heart.
A memer. A meme.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, we said that last time.
I was born for the memes.
I actually posted a video about you
Did you?
last time. You remember in season 2 I posted a video. It was called me.
Ha ha ha.
Don't you remember?
Yes, I do. I fondly remember that.
Because you said the exact same thing. You said I'm a memer, and I said what? What are you? A me? Yeah.
Oh my, oh my. But that actually, that was some insane gameplay there, out of Jumanji especially. Like, I nearly written him off there, but I guess FC Ryzen was just really caught in a very awkward cycle. He tried to pull away those baby dragons, but he was like a second too late in actually getting them. So so Jumanji managed to connect with the barb plus the 2 baby dragons, and then on top of that the graveyard, which just
And
basically
the funny thing
broke his
about
neck.
this is that FC Ryzen, he needed just 1 poison to actually win it, but he wasn't able to play it.
Yeah, so very well
That's
played there. Jumanji
horrible.
Jumanji
Ready
played
for
to
match
his
number
odds,
3.
and
Let's
it looks like
get
again.
crashing.
It looks like again Jumanji seems to be playing really well so far coming into the season. I mean, last week he was super convincing against Tatsim, where he took him down with a swift 4-0, and now again he's already up 2-0. We could be looking at another clean sweep here.
But
but-
don't give up on our Rising Star yet.
Yeah,
It's
never
too early.
underestimate FCN Ryzen. He can always
come back.
Yeah, definitely. We see the bandit here out of Jumanji actually. FCN Ryzen appears to be running the Elixir Golem yet again. That's a
Looks
risky
like,
placement there. Will he get the connection?
Ram
Nice
Rider
Ram
on the
Rider there
bridge.
to absorb the shot.
Running to the tower, the healer trying to take care of
Yeah,
him. but he
manages
still
to
hits
get a
the tower.
connection actually. Bit of damage there.
He is. There it
But
is,
that's
the
gonna be a
Elixir Golem.
good counter push here. Good
I feel like he
poison
plays
here.
the Elixir Golem just for me because I love him so much.
Do you think?
It's on the
Very
tower.
convinced, but look at that. 2 bloblets now already on the tower. That makes him a little angry there. The bloblets now being dropped. The bandit there to take care of them. That's gonna be tough. And yeah, the
It's doing a
snowball
ton
not
of
being
damage.
too much there. And look at that. He's behind in. He's basically behind in Elixir here, and just took so much damage there. Nice tornado there. Nearly does not quite manage to pull the bandit in
No,
there.
Ram Rider.
Sacrifices a lot
On
of
the
his
run.
turret's health for this,
Ram
for this
Rider.
attempt.
And connects again.
Yeah, that's gonna be another 200 damage there on that right-hand Princess Tower, but now Jumanji has to try and defend this, and I don't think there's really much he can do. Just decides to save his Elixir. Oh wow, he actually
Mega Knight.
uses the Mega Knight here,
But
Now-
that's
but
too
the
late.
Electro Dragon gets so much damage in there. He
Too
uses,
late. The tower's gone.
uses the poison FCN Ryzen.
Now the
that
question
is.
will be, is FC Ryzen able to stop that Mega
Yeah.
Knight somehow? Because
this
the
gonna
strong
be
push is coming. Man,
There's gonna be the connection, taking it to 200
Musketeers.
HP. 2 Muskies now there. Nice battle healer there behind to pull everything back, and there's gonna be the Night Witch to also distract the troops a little bit more. Very nicely done here by FCN Ryzen to pull
And now it's
everything
also-
away from the tower. Now Jumanji has to come up with something to get those remaining 200
Ram
points
Rider.
of damage in there.
Ram Rider, he needs that Ram Rider. All the
Oof.
poison is enough actually to get that tower.
Yeah, does he get?
10 seconds
It's
left.
gonna be 10 seconds. 5. Okay, he gets the crown there, but
Now in
now
the pocket.
aggressively in the pocket
Elixir
there.
Golem in the pocket. And the thing about this healer is the healer is not only healing, it's also doing a ton of damage.
Yeah,
So it's actually hard to defend. The blobs
There's
on the
gonna
tower.
be another poison there out of FCN Rise, but now big counter push opportunity here for Jumanji. There's gonna be another Electro Dragon to try and take care of this. Can halter the push there from the Ram Rider. That's gonna be another snowball. Bandit here makes a connection onto the tower. Mega Knight also jumps on it. Also gets some splash damage onto the Elixir Golem. That's not what FCN Ryzen
Another
planned for that. But can he
Another
make
Elixir Golem
a
on the way.
decent push here? Another
Mega
Mega Knight here coming down.
But
Mega
the
Knight being
blobs go
such an
straight to the
efficient
tower.
tool in defending this push here. And with the E-Wiz, he also manages to
Rider.
take down those
I mean-
bats.
Jumanji
Nice
has
cancel
the lead
there.
right now. The Ram Rider makes it to the tower.
Look at this.
Bandit on
Nice
the
bandit in the
tower.
pocket.
Whoa, what a great bandit.
3-0, man.
3-0 for Jumanji. It's incredible.
Are
Incredible.
you gonna keep switching the glasses now between
Yes.
every match? I love it.
Every
I love
match we have new glasses. Yeehaw!
it. Says
That was
GG.
really a great bandit, and that bandit came out of nowhere. It was placed in the pocket and rushed to the tower.
Yep.
No chance here for FC Ryzen, and it's quite a surprise that Jumanji is in the lead. 3-0 lead for Jumanji right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, and just the Mega Knight here from Jumanji managed to get so much value there out, and FC Ryzen, he couldn't really defend properly against the Ram Rider there time and time again. He just managed to connect, and he got especially punished. I think the biggest mistake for FC Ryzen was the tornado attempt on the bandit. Just rewatching this now on the stream because of course we have a
you
little
do?
bit of a
Yeah.
delay.
That's actually a good idea.
He lost like 700, nearly 800 damage or something to that bandit, where he just attempted to pull it to the King Tower, but he was a little early, and I think
I
I'm
think
not
the
quite
Mega
sure.
Knight was really key to
Yeah.
his success
Yes.
in Jumanji.
Yes.
As soon as he started playing the Mega Knight, he was
Yeah,
getting
but
really
without
strong.
without the connection there off the bandit, I don't think he would have even lost his first tower, because until that point it looked quite fine actually for FC Ryzen, but then afterwards really things started to crumble when Jumanji managed to go into double and
Okay.
triple elixir time with those
ready
Mega
for
Knights
match
over and
number
over.
4.
Yes, let's have a look whether FC Ryzen is going to be able to reverse sweep this entire
We'll
thing,
see.
or
We'll
at
see.
least get 1 or 2 matches or games for himself,
Maybe I run out of glasses if it's too long.
or whether he's just gonna crumble here under all
actually
that
not true.
pressure. Yeah,
I have a huge sunglasses collection.
FC Ryzen looks to be sticking to
Ah,
what
he sticks to the same thing
Yeah.
that didn't work before. Isn't that crazy?
it worked last week. It certainly didn't this week, but nice tornado there to pull things together. Aggressive push here out of FCN Ryzen. Now can he connect for some more damage? The Bloblets are on the tower at the moment. They get it down to around 2000 HP right here. But Jumanji now has a
Royal
big
Hawks?
opportunity here. Royal Hawks, we've been
It's actually
missing the
funny
bacon.
how Jumanji switches up his decks right now.
Oh,
That's
look
what
at this.
FC Ryzen is
Insane
usually
damage.
doing.
That's just going to be tower here.
So much damage, that's
Look at
tower.
that.
And they're running for
Look
the King
at that.
Tower.
And
FC
there's gonna
Ryzen
be-
in trouble.
And
The
there's
Hawks
going to be
and
a cannon card
card.
behind. And I don't think he can really do much here. That might just be a solid 3 crown here out of
Cannon card
Jumanji.
still connected, still on wheels. And now it's connected. Oh, that's
Oh
so
my
painful.
gosh.
246.
And he has the poison. Jumanji has the poison here. I'm actually
He's ready to
surprised.
finish it.
I'm surprised he used it on the troops there, because he essentially could have just put it on the King Tower. And but
Holy
I like
bananas.
it. I like it. Jumanji playing very calm and collected here. Does not want to lose this now.
There's
I
the
don't
Royal
think
Hawks.
there's much he can do
Running
against
to the
those
tower,
Hawks.
and that's
No,
tower.
no. That's gonna be
what
a 3
an
crown here.
exhibition
And a
by
solid
Jumanji.
4-0 here for Jumanji. Yet another
Crazy.
4-0 actually, after he took down
Crazy.
Datsim last
He
week.
kind of smacked him with a log, like, you know.
Right in the face. And I
Crazy,
can,
right
and
in the face.
only thing I can say is, there we go.
I
Can you
can't
actually hear
it.
that? You
Do it
can't hear
again.
that? Okay. I have to put it closer. to
What
my
does it
mic.
say? GG? GG!
There we go.
Nice.
I might
Very
have
nice.
to look for
was
that
a
and like
really,
put it on
really
my
surprise
soundboard.
here. FC Ryzen is a really strong player. I mean, in both seasons before, he was like number 3 or so at
Yep.
least. I remember season 1 where he didn't lose a match until the very last few matches. So like 7 matches in a row, he always won.
Yep,
That
true.
was crazy. That's when we started calling him the Ryzen star. Jumanji, usually a late starter. Usually at the start of the season, he has troubles figuring out what decks to play.
But
And
he's
then in the
always
end,
he's
he gets
always
really
been
strong.
performing strong. Like in both of our seasons previously, he
Yes.
managed to get into the playoffs, and
He was always in the top 4,
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
and even our crowd favorites, so to speak, being Semperect and Jesus for the most part, and FC Ryzen, of course, he always managed to give them a run for their money. Sometimes even taking the win off them. So he seems to be a really good player, though, even though he
He
gets a lot
definitely
of
is a
his
good
creativity
player.
there.
Definitely is a good player. Sometimes he's unlucky, but he's always very calm and collected when he's playing, and I think that's certainly a good thing in his gameplay. He's not getting nervous. He's just playing for fun.
Yep.
And you can tell that. And he just plays the decks he feels comfortable with. I also feel like the current meta plays in his favor, kind of.
Yeah, it looks like it so far because so many things are like able to get out a win. He's not really bound to be sticking to the meta, but he can just when everything is like in a balance where all the cards are essentially usable, it really comes down to your individual performance and your skill that you're going to be bringing into a match. And apparently that's working out really well for him, and we saw that perfectly being displayed in this last 4 games here now, where he just looked very, very convincing. I mean, it was close, especially in that first game we saw there, but the other, like, even there, he played to his win conditions. He knows he can edge it out until the end, and just pulled through and managed to take the win. And then after that, he just looked solid throughout. Didn't really give FC Ryzen much of a chance, even though he was playing one of arguably the strongest decks that's currently in the meta. So very well played there by him.
And so far in season 3, so far in season 3, you have to be really fast or you miss the match.
Yep.
Because you've seen incredible many 4-0s. Those guys really go for it and not wasting any time. I think it's the most 4-0s we've ever seen in ESL Swiss.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, I think there was only one match so far that was not a 4-0. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Yeah, so let's actually have a look at what match is gonna be next here coming up after a short break, that is. And it's gonna be Kevron versus Datsim. So as a reminder, that's gonna be our losers bracket match for tonight. So whoever is not gonna win this game, he's gonna be out for season 3 here, with no more chances to make it all the way to the big finals. But until then, we're actually gonna take a short break. Don't go anywhere, get something nice to drink, maybe some snacks to watch the rest of the games. We hope for a bit of a longer series, of course. But until then, we're right back.
Yeah, don't leave, stay here. We'll be back too, right after the break. Very short one. If it starts.
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Wir arbeiten schon viel. Und das darf auch sein. Es gehört halt auch dazu. Aber die Technik schafft heute auch viel. Immer mehr sogar. Die Luftfeuchtigkeit passt. Die Stauatmosphäre stimmt. Und wenn die Technik immer mehr schafft, könnten wir ja zwischendurch ein Kehr weniger krampfen. Oder etwa nicht?
You ready? Huh? Hey, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Hello everyone, we're back with new sunglasses. Those are actually really cool. I like those round glasses you wear.
Mine? Yeah.
And I'm going the opposite now, wearing slim.
Yeah,
Slim
you're going
glasses.
full boomer there.
Full boomer. Full Ray-Ban boomer. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks a little bit like something out of the Matrix, you know?
Yeah, kind of.
I like
Neo.
it. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Neo. I look a bit like Neo with those glasses, that's true.
See?
And you
See?
look a bit like John Lennon.
Yeah, can be argued. Maybe a little younger, but I'll take
Very
that.
nice.
So,
Very
we are
nice.
back and we are ready for another match here in the Swisscom Hero League, powered by ESL and of course supported by our sponsors Samsung and Omen by HP. And I am personally quite curious what we're gonna see out of this match number 2. Match 1 was quite one-sided yet again. Jumanji just
Yeah, 4-0.
crushing
that
his
was rough.
opposition so far. I mean, just based on statistics, I think he's the most successful player currently in this season 3. Here we see the next upcoming match, which is going to be Kevron against That's Him, and I'm
Exactly.
quite curious what they're going to bring. As far as I know, That's Him. He really likes Graveyard, which we have seen today already 3 times, I think, which we also saw the last weeks, and he also likes Sparky decks quite a bit. He still runs the Goblin Giant with it for most of the times, but I'm curious whether he might switch it up and bring the Giant variant that you also have been playing to some good
Yes.
success, as you've told us
I
last
love
week.
Giant Sparky. It's my new favorite deck at the moment that I play. I'm also curious for Kefran because we haven't seen so much of Kefran yet. He was a newcomer in Season 2. So I'm curious what kind of decks he is gonna play. That's gonna be very interesting, of course. And yeah, I love Giant Sparky. I really got to know Giant Sparky a little bit better. You know, I'm a Golem player. I play a lot of Golem. And it's similar. Sparky's always good for a surprise. If they don't take care and Sparky connects, it's gonna do tons of damage. So you really have to be careful about that.
Yep. That is very, very true. And we sometimes also Kefran is also he's a player. He hasn't had too much success last season. He advanced from Division 2 to Division 1 between Season 1 and 2, and then I think he came in second last season. But he has some quite he really likes to really likes to play his own crafts of deck. He has like his special I think it's also a giant deck that is quite specific, which I've only seen being played by him actually. So I'm curious if we're gonna see that or whether he's gonna be sticking a little more to the meta.
Yeah, and it's actually funny that after this match, we're already in the middle of the games because we already had 4 match days.
Yeah.
And we're
True.
ready to start.
And we're ready.
The first
Let's get into game number 1 here of the second match of the night. Here we also see the bans that both of the players opted in for. Kefran decided to ban the Furnace. Quite an interesting choice there. And Datsim took the Lava Hound out of the pool.
So that means probably that Datsim is gonna play something that is rather weak against air, probably. And he doesn't want to play against air. Kefran wants to play something or doesn't want to play against swarm decks, it seems like, because that's when you usually start using the Furnace to make sure the other guy's not using the swarm. Furnace is good for Royal Giant, so you don't want to play against Royal Giant, for example. You also play the Furnace.
So far it looks like they're just exchanging emotes and evil looks here by the appearance of it, and just both of them handshakingly waiting until double elixir time, it seems.
And the chat just wants more glasses. They say they want more glasses. I actually also do have like round glasses like you just had, but I have them in gold, like golden Ray-Ban. They're pretty old. They're actually like 15 years old when that was still cool. Like so yeah, I'm making my next round of glasses ready here for when the match is over to surprise people.
Same.
You're never gonna guess what
can't be missing the glasses. Can't be missing the glasses. Okay, 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, he jumped the gun. Kefran, that's not how things work here. Please hold back.
By the way, the chat wants free sunglasses at the final. So we should maybe think about having something like ESL sunglasses at the final.
Or just because I really like the color scheme that we have here in the Swisscom Hero League.
Maybe we started a trend here with the sunglasses.
Those could be some cool glasses.
Like a boomer trend.
Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Okay,
we're
gonna see
another
the graveyard
is on the tower and the battle ram.
Nice one there. Yeah,
that
he
looks
has
like an emergency. You don't want to play the battle ram in that moment.
Yeah. Use the battle ram to defend, use the sap to defend, use the bandit to defend, and then the Ewis as well. Nicely done here by Datsim.
Bandit hits? No, that bandit doesn't hit anything.
Just takes out everything here, and there's another cannon pusher out of
push. Datsim cycles really fast to the graveyard at the moment. Poised for defense. That's bad news here for Datsim.
True. This time it looks like a lot more of a solid defense here. It's interesting that Datsim actually, both of these players waited until double elixir time, because these are not like your
typical heavy beatdown decks.
Yeah, not your essentially
maybe
playbook
they
double
had a
elixir time
start cycle, and they just wanted to wait what the other guy was doing.
So far, Datsim has quite a bit of an elixir lead here against a bridge spam deck. There's going to be another battle ram there. Nice sap to take care of those skeletons. And there's going to be the Ice Wizard pulling those barbs yet again. Yeah, it's really a back and forth here.
Battle ram just with that tombstone.
I think that Pekka might have been a mistake there, but he has the poison in cycle to counter the graveyard there. but nevertheless he gets quite a bit of damage onto that left-hand tower. Meanwhile, Pekka already goes down to about half HP here with the help of that
Pekka
Ice
is
Wizard.
not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah.
This time he's trying to take care of the tombstone first before actually placing the battle ram.
Oh, double Pekka there. Nice plan here coming from Kefran
Nice plan.
to stack
Let's see
the
if it
Pekka.
works.
Okay,
Graveyard for defense.
interesting choice here. But
an
it
emergency
it
choice.
appears like it was needed here for
It's not by
Datsun.
choice, it's by need.
Yeah, definitely.
Next battle ram.
Necessity graveyard here. And now it looks like things have shifted, but it's only 25 seconds remaining on the clock, and so far Datsun still holds the damage lead, and Kefran keeps pressuring
Another ghost.
essentially the weak side here of or the
Battle
strong side here
ram.
from Datsun.
I love really how he defends the battle ram with just
Yep.
a tombstone, and that works so well, and that saves him ton of elixir there.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
ton of
Little
damage.
lead
Look at
still.
this. It just manages to take care. There's gonna be the tiebreaker, and therefore
And that's a
that's
lead.
it.
Oh, I have to wear the glasses. Fast, fast.
I'm already ahead of you there.
Okay.
And here we are back. Oh, we have
we
a
are.
similar style actually.
Yeah, match. You're jinxed.
Lovely. Yeah. Yeah.
Jinxed.
I went
Same
with full
glasses.
aviator style here.
Very cool. We could play in Top Gun like that.
Yeah,
Top
certainly.
Gun pilots.
Shh,
Yeah.
we're doing the reboot, the sequel of Top Gun. There
Yeah.
is actually
This time Top Gun with the cool guys.
Yeah. I think there was actually meant to be a Top Gun remake, wasn't there?
You
But I
actually
think they
look like one
postponed
of the
that.
guys in Top Gun.
Do I?
You actually do.
I have to admit, I never finished watching Top Gun. Actually,
didn't?
I have not.
Yeah,
I have to
when
confess.
when the romance starts, I actually shut it off, I guess. It got boring.
Oh, you don't like you're not
I
a big
think when he
romantic.
stood on the bike to impress the woman, or was that Hot Shots? I'm not sure. So I'm casting with Luca Don Rigoni over there, and you also find him on social media at Don Rigoni on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.
That
Check
is
him out.
very, very true. And also, go check out my lovely co-caster of tonight and any night, basically, where there's Clash Royale here in the Swisscom Hero League, powered by ESL. It is the one and only Chief Avalon, and you can basically find him everywhere these days, even on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And he does some great and educational content there, not only on
Oh, you checked it
Clash
out.
Royale, yes,
Did
but
you?
also on Brawl Stars, of course. That is.
Are you finally on TikTok?
Oh no. But
No.
I think you post mostly. You cross post
Yeah.
for most parts.
I cross post. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. I reuse my TikTok content also on Instagram and Twitter. But TikTok is amazing. I really love that platform. It's really good. So, and actually some of the viewers here today are from TikTok. They put
Yep.
TikTok in the chat, and that always makes me very happy to see them here. We're in match number 2.
Okay, we
That's
haven't
it.
missed much. I was already like, okay, we have to head into the game. But in the beginning of the games, there's
Same
usually not
thing.
too much happening, and this time it also looks that there's gonna be another handshake basically between the two of them. Datsun here breaks the silence essentially.
You're
through
not
Sam.
supposed to shake hands anymore, guys.
No.
Keep the distance. By the way, the
Yes.
funny thing is, I read you shouldn't call it social distancing because
Yeah.
you should actually remain social active. You should call it physical distancing.
That's true. I also prefer that actually, especially with
Yeah.
the reasoning, because they always saying like don't meet people when it's not like really necessary for you to live, and it's like yeah, but like we're humans, we're social animals essentially, and
Yes.
we need
And you
human
can be
contact.
socially active online
Yeah.
very easily nowadays. So don't distance yourself socially, but distance yourself physically. I think that's a huge difference. And I'm waiting for them actually to adapt their language to that, because I think that's really a smart change.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Look at that though. Kefran just perfectly defended the graveyard there. He got 0 damage on that left-hand tower. Now there's an E-Wiz to take care of that Dark Prince as well. And now he can think about building a push here. Will that Wiz connect to the tower here? No, he actually deploys the baby dragon, but Kevron has a bit of an elixir lead here currently.
Baby
Can
Dragon
take that
making
baby
a
dragon
solo
down.
show,
Yeah,
trying
showing
on
us-
his own.
throwing down a few fireballs there on that left hand side, giving Datsim a bit of an elixir, excuse me, a bit of a
Oh,
damage
they
lead,
call
of
me
course.
007 in the chat now because of the sunglasses. They-
I wanna.
Crazy.
Well, you can be the next Daniel Craig. You can do it.
Yeah, I would do that. Probably everyone would.
Yeah, I'd have to work a little bit on my beach body, I think.
Maybe a little bit on the biceps or so. The abs are fine, but maybe the biceps a little bit.
Weird flex, but okay. Another double round here of poison in that match coming down.
The one pack still fine.
Yeah, why do you want a six pack if you can have the entire keg?
Or why want a six pack if you can have it all in one?
Yeah, it's true. So true.
There's no reason.
So far, look at this. Datsim hasn't even taken one single point of damage on his towers
Pekka.
here.
Again, you see
Another-
that weird defense
Yeah.
with the graveyard.
Yeah. But I kind of like it against the Pekka. I mean, she can't do
Yeah, it
anything,
works.
and it's basically 5
She's
elixir for
desperately-
7.
She's desperately trying to find her way, but she can.
So in my book, that's a win. There's gonna be another
Prince.
Mega Minion here, taking care of the baby dragon. Now he has to defend another battle ram. There is the tombstone, making it easy for him to take that
You
out.
remember Datsim? He's actually a very strong player, but also often very unlucky.
That's
So
true.
He had
He
in
always
previous
chokes
seasons, in the previous season, he had so many very close matches where he could have won, but
Yep.
then still lost it very close.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Now he's trying to come back from the losers bracket here against Kefran.
Oh.
So far it
Oh,
looks
gets
quite
another
good.
hit in with the baby dragon there on that left hand side. It's 1 minute remaining currently on the clock there, and Kefran really
Graveyard.
has to come up with something now. He has the
Defensive
poison there.
It still looks good
defense.
for Datsim. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a comfortable lead of almost 2,000.
He could just
right
play for time here essentially
Just
right now.
defend.
Can Kefran get in
Play it
another
safe.
Pekka here? Yeah, there's gonna
Two
be double,
Pekkas.
2 full health Pekkas essentially, walking
Yeah, they're
their
trying
way.
to make their way again. The poison story.
Oh.
He needs another defensive graveyard. There's a battle ram.
Yeah,
Battle
no
ram.
chance. No chance for him to break through whatsoever. Datsim
He
is
wants
just
to break through,
Fort
but he's
Knox
got no
at this
chance.
point.
Another
look at this.
graveyard.
Now he has a chance for a big counter push here.
15
Another
seconds
Pekka there.
left.
Think
I love
Kefra-
how that graveyard is not doing any damage.
Yeah,
Nothing.
not really.
In the end, it
But
was
look at this. He has
67.
3 baby dragons, 2 ice
Three baby
wizards.
dragons. They're going for the tower and
Yeah, I think
saved by
this
the
time,
bell.
yeah, this time
Saved
he would
by
have
the
gotten
bell.
it. Like that's
And
him. He
another
just
tiebreak.
kept on stacking those defensive troops. and
2-0 for Datsim.
Yeah.
And we both forgot to wear the glasses.
I don't have any. Like I have to start at the beginning again. So
Yeah, me too. I shown.
I have to
all of the
craft some.
glasses. I showed all of the glasses. I still have the log here, so I can still log.
I might still
somebody.
have like
Yeah.
some really cheap ones.
It's really beautiful.
I can only
Yeah.
offer this guy here to warm my hands.
What's that? What is that?
A friend of mine. It's a hamster.
Ah.
Like funky hamster. A friend of mine gifted me this. It's like a hand warmer, you know.
It looks
can,
like
like-
soap.
It's not soap. It's made out of
Kind of
wool.
looks like soap.
There.
So
Camera won't focus.
oh,
Never mind.
Wrong face. Yeah,
Definitely
currently for
not
Kefran it looks like this. For Datsim it looks like this. Actually like you. That joke's never getting old.
Oh, yeah, but
Looks
I
like
am.
your brother from another mother. And yeah, I mean Datsim, he's got all reason to be like this at the moment. So
Damn. Okay, I lost it.
biceps flex.
No,
Ready for the next match?
just wanted to show my little
Match
poro
number
body.
3. I'm curious, are you flexing your biceps there? What are you doing?
No, I'm showing my
exercising.
poro body. It's a poro. You know, they're from League. Yeah.
Is that a Pokemon?
No, they're like from League of. They're little creatures living in the realm of League of Legends. They're
Yeah.
very cute. They're like
It
fluffy
looks like a
and small.
Pokemon though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they
Really?
don't evolve. You can only throw them. They have a king
Yeah.
though, so.
It's really funny how you can actually read the chat and see how people are just slightly behind, and then they talk in the chat what we said like a few minutes ago. Like
Yeah.
they're currently talking about your biceps flex.
Are they? I said. Oh my!
Yeah.
So many sunglasses. All right, and we
Match
are ready
number 3.
for game number 3 here.
Let's get ready for clashing with the chicken.
I think you can say ready to rumble, right?
No, you can't.
Will they
If you
just
say-
ban you?
If you say that, let's get ready to
Yeah.
rumble,
Yeah.
that's protected, I guess.
Is it?
I think that expression, that voice expression is kind of copyright protected. Somebody once told me, I never checked. I used it a lot, actually. I used
Oh
it
look,
a lot.
we're finally
some-
seeing a magic archer.
And then
Is
somebody
this
told
is
me
this
not
the
to use
real
it.
life? That's him. It
Is
looks like
this the real life or is it fantasy?
he looks
I don't
to
like
be
the magic
sticking
archer.
to what worked previously for him. Apparently bringing in that graveyard deck yet again.
And
That's
my
a pretty
friend is
solid
back
defense
too.
here.
It's not
Nice
only
tornado
the magic
here.
archer, also the Elixir Golem is back. The
Yep.
blobs trying and actually getting to the tower, making ton of damage out there on the tower.
Yeah, but he does quite a good job here defending.
Good
Will
one
the
from
Electro
Kefra.
Dragon get the connection there?
Good
No.
start. That's him
Minor.
now playing it really safe here with minor poison.
Yeah.
That may
He
be
could
the
have
mistake.
he could have gotten the King Tower activation there, I think, with the Electro
and he's
Dragon.
going on fully defensive kind of. I'm curious how this is gonna turn out.
Yep.
He played very aggressive in the first 2 matches and now he switches it up to a more defensive minor poison. I hope that's not a mistake.
Yeah, I hope so too for him, of course. But of course, taking care of that magic archer sooner rather than later is never really a bad idea. And there we see the first graveyard coming out of That's him. Can Kefron react to
Oh,
this?
nice one.
Tornado there. Get it, pulling everything
Beautiful
on top
tornado.
of the tower. That's just how you're supposed to do that, and he gets a lot of damage there. Baby Dragon even landing one last fire breath there while going down, taking that turret all the way down to 972 HP.
Now
And there's gonna
Kefran
be
trying the counter push.
ooh, another poison there, already
let's go.
eliminating the magic archer yet again, and also dealing quite a good amount of damage
And
there.
the tornado is very useful here in defense. However, that turns out into a strong push here. Double Elixir Golem
And
with
another
a Night
poison
Witch
there.
and a Battle Healer.
Look at this, he can just defend this, but the
Elixir
second
Golem's on
elixir
the
golem
tower.
makes it to the tower.
Another
Baby
healer.
Dragon manages to defend.
Blobs.
Oh, nice defense there, taking
Distracts the healer.
distracting with battle healer. That's a good bit of damage there on that right hand side, but now he actually has the opportunity to counter push here. There's gonna be
Another
the graveyard. He has
What is
to
Kefran
stop.
gonna do against the graveyard?
Yeah, that's probably gonna be tower here on the left hand side.
Tornado, but it's too late.
Nice one. That's him with the
3-0
3-0
for
there.
that's him.
Nicely
Holy
done.
bananas! Where are your glasses?
I don't know. It's too late. I'm too tired at this point. I don't know.
Dang,
Today's bit.
that's not factfulness.
I can read something for Twitch chat. You know. I can read
Don't
him a good
read us
nice
a
story.
So that was really an impressive match, and it's actually not easy to win against that matchup with Elixir Golem and that Battle Healer. It's a really strong combo, but we have to say that that's him. He plays so strong today, and it's really surprising how strong he plays. Another 3-0, and it currently looks like we're gonna see the next 3-0,
Next
4-0.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so far it looks really convincing him what Datsim is showing us tonight, and I really loved. Like at the beginning, it looked a little shaky there, and of course, going against that Elixir Golem deck, it's always it. Well, not a coin flip essentially, but it's all can be very stressful
Yeah,
because
the
there's so
whole
much
season is
nearly
for
like
4-0s.
nearly like guaranteed damage. I really loved when he just. Especially, I want to compliment Datsim's usage of his tornado. He managed
That
to
was
get
good.
so much value
Yeah.
out of those, like already in the beginning where he pulled everything to the middle.
We're
So he
ready for match number 4.
really using the possibility there of both the Princess Tower firing away at those troops. He used the poison very aggressively on the one hand side on the
It was
magical
really
archers.
impressive, like against the Elixir Golem. When he pulls the Elixir Golem with the tornado, it almost destroyed the Elixir Golem. That was
Yeah.
so well played.
Yeah.
And also the battle healer. So that was really school book, textbook example of playing the tornado well.
Yeah,
Match
absolutely.
number 4.
And then of course
Healer.
also, oh nice, he gets the King Tower activation there on the battle healer. She does not deal too much damage all by herself, so that's a good opportunity there that Sim takes to activate his King Tower. Nice kite there on the Electro Dragon as well, taking that out too. And now he can slowly start building his counter push there. He managed to fix his cycle,
Another bar
has
barrel.
his very valuable
Dragon.
defensive
The
cards
sneaky
here.
bar barrel is on.
Oh.
Barbarian is on the tower.
Magical arch there, firing away through the ice
Battle
wizard
healer.
onto that tower. There's going to be the Dark Prince to take care.
Magical Archer
terms of
hits the
defense.
tower through the
Yeah.
Dark Prince.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
not what you want.
Good poison
Oh,
there
it's-
though. A little laggy.
A little laggy. Elixir
And he
Dragon
managed-
not getting that. That match actually started a little bit better for Kefran.
Yeah,
He's got a little lead here. Again, that's him with the same careful deck he played before, and it did work.
true.
So
I
again,
think Kefran just figured out a better game plan here. He went with the same deck, but this time he stopped playing the magical archer behind his King Tower, and that way denying Datsim like the very efficient poison usages, and instead being able to pressure like this, just like this again. This time it does not quite connect. Baby Dragon's a
Another
bit too far
graveyard.
forward, but nice
got
graveyard
Dark
there.
Prince.
I don't think, no, he does not have
Ah,
the elixir
that's
here
him
for a poison.
again.
Aggressive poison here out
Very
of Datsim.
successful push
Nice
on that
damage.
tower.
Some
Holy
really good
cow, in
damage
one
there.
push he gets him into triple
Yeah.
digits there. 923.
Nice
If I'm
tornado
trying to
there to
counter
pull
push.
everything together, take out those
Again.
two magical archers.
Again, guys, watch out for this tornado gameplay. It's crazy
Yeah.
how much value he gets out of the
Yeah.
tornado.
Just watch and learn at this point, essentially.
Watch and learn. Another
Yeah.
graveyard Dark
Yeah.
Prince
I think
push.
that's gonna be the tower. Kefran has the poison for
And
defense here,
poison.
but an aggressive poison out of Datsim as well. The Dark
Poison's
Prince
on the
was
tower.
successfully
Different
distracted
switches
there.
lanes. That's interesting. Why is he not going left lane here with that Elixir goal?
I think he
He's
just
going right.
had to defend there essentially to mitigate as much damage as he
Again,
could.
the
Another
tornado,
beautiful tornado there.
beautiful.
Look at this. The bloblets don't even manage to crawl to the tower anymore. And there's
And
gonna be
there's the
another
next
there. There's the
graveyard.
good
That's
game.
maybe
Bit
tower.
of a BM there out of Datsim,
Yeah,
but
it's
the
on the
skeletons
tower,
are
and that's
whacking
tower,
away.
Datsim wins the match. Datsim is the
4-0.
winner. Another crazy 4-0 match for Datsim. And
I gotta say, man,
Kefran is out.
GG, Dave. That was really, really well played, especially
Say
after
it with your little
last
tool.
week.
Your little GG tool.
There we go.
Nice.
Like he looked quite unfortunate last week, and when I talked to him after the games, he seemed quite a bit frustrated after that game against Jumanji, who just performed super well today again. But so did Datsim. I mean, with that kind of performance, he really looked super solid and strong. And I think if he can keep up that level of performance here, and also of calmness, like he seemed super relaxed in all of those matchups. He did not like over aggro. He correctly punished when he had the opportunities to. He really thought, well, he really did did the best with that graveyard deck of his. And yeah, I gotta commend him on that.
I
Like
have
that
to
was
say,
that was some really good
I
gameplay.
really love the tornado. Like
Yep.
the tornado is
Yep.
really key to success here in this gameplay, and you could actually make a pretty funny tornado compilation out of those matches.
Absolutely.
Because he got so much value from that tornado, it's incredible. And I'm actually happy that Datsim remains in the bracket, because he can still make it to the finals from the loser bracket. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna show us the current standing. Yeah, it's on the way. Bracket, the current bracket. There it is. And yeah, as I said before, it's not showing yet. Where is? There it is. So you see now FCN Ryzen. We've seen him in the first match today with a 4-0.
Yep.
Is gonna go against Datsim next. So that's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah. So
And the winner will be against Jumanji.
essentially two teammates fighting against each other here for that last playoff spot. And as you can see, next week there's only going to be one match on Monday as well as Wednesday, because we have to do the last losers bracket match here, and whoever wins that will secure himself that playoff spot. And then the semi-finals and finals are gonna be done after the regular season, essentially.
Yeah, and look at the numbers here. It's literally all 4-0s except for the match Thiago against Jesus.
That's true.
Also on the other bracket, all 4-0s.
Yeah.
Senpai Rect against Jesus, that's my personal thriller here that I'm really looking forward. That's going to be very interesting. It's like a mini final that you're going to see here, Senpai against Jesus.
Kind of.
That's going to be
But I
very
gotta say, with what we've seen out of Thiago, I definitely can't rule him out. Like, if he can keep up this level that he showed in his match against Senpai Rect, he might just be our winner here for season 3. But of course, there will also be another patch coming in from the side of Supercell, 2 even, if I'm not mistaken. Like, one will be in 2 weeks when we're done.
March.
Yeah.
The season's over on, when is it over? 6th of April, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I guess in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
Actually, shortly before these games are over, because
Yeah.
the last one is on, I think, 8th of April, if
Yeah.
I'm right.
And then our finals are mostly likely going to be held in May, because in between we of course also have to do our League of Legends play days, and therefore there's probably going to be another patch in between, and these might shake things up a bit. They might not. I mean, if Royal Delivery, for example, just starts getting buffed incredibly,
I don't think so.
then well,
I don't know about Royal Delivery. I have this feeling, but that's just my personal feeling. Like, it's a card that did not really get any love. It was just thrown into the game. Like, design-wise, it looks cool, but
it has
it's
potential.
not made for being played.
It has
kind of.
potential, but it's like it's not properly balanced
Yeah,
yet.
it's
I
just
feel.
like an interesting design, but it's not really thought through, and it feels like it's not made to be played. It's just made for, we need to bring something. That's why we bring this new card. That's how
Yeah.
it feels to me.
Well, I personally think not every card has to be super strong, you know? In every game, there's always going to be one archetype or strategy or weapon or playstyle or whatever that's going to be a little stronger, just a little better in general. But when you master your preferred style of play, you should still be able to get wins, to have success with it, if you just play it at a very, very high level. You might not be able to beat someone who plays that super, super strong thing on the same level as you do, but there should still be leeways, and then you can maybe slot in counters of sorts. And I think that might be a spot where Royal Delivery could fit in, depending on how we see the meta switch. But I'd still say like a little bit of change would be okay. Because I like the damage it's dealing. Maybe they could do it so that you can deploy it further up a little bit, not on your opponent's tower, of course, but just like 3 tiles further up or something. And then, of course, make it deploy faster, because currently it's so hard to use just because of that insane delay between placing it until it lands. That makes it really tough and frustrating, I think, for less experienced players, and actually double dips into that, because of that delay you need a lot of elixir, because if you're behind on elixir and you have to wait for those 3 elixir to fill up, then place it down and then wait for the delay, you get punished super hard. For like a like a top-notch player, that's okay-ish if they get punished like that, if they really get forced into that corner. But for new players, I think it's super frustrating and really unsatisfying. So I hope they're gonna
there
address
is
that.
another problem with that, and that is there's so many cards now, but the basic gameplay has never changed. It's always those 8-card decks. That has never changed, but now you have like, I don't know how many actually, but it's more than double the cards you had when the game came out originally. So every new card is kind of competing for a spot in those on those 8 spots. And that makes it really hard for any new card to be valuable and not OP, because it competes with all the other cards.
That's true.
And that's really the problem I think they have now when they introduce a new card, where to put it, so that it pushes out other cards immediately. Because you cannot make bigger decks at the moment. So you basically end up with having a lot of cards that you're not gonna use. And I don't know. Maybe they come up with an idea, a solution for that one day.
Can I tell you my personal favorite?
The more difficult it gets.
Can I tell you my personal favorite? What I'd like to see out of them? It's essentially what we've seen out of so many other card games, essentially. Because look at Hearthstone, look at Magic the Gathering, look at whatever card game you want. Technically, the deck size has always stayed the same. They never really changed that. But what has changed is the card pool of choices you're allowed to put into that. Like Hearthstone does it with, you can only use the cards from the expansions from the past 2 years. So does like Magic, where you can only use the last couple of card sets. There can be like outside, like more fun, not gimmicky formats, but Supercell could also introduce something like that. Maybe not completely wrote them like I. Yeah.
They do something similar with those classic deck challenges that they make.
Kind of. Where you just say, okay, for this month, let's just say something like Magic Archer, Giant Skeleton, Sparky. They're just not usable. You just take out like 30% of the cards that you can't use on ladder for that
maybe
month,
just take out the top cards that have a high usage or something like
not
that.
even that. They should stay in, but you have to limit other things, you know. You can of course look at that. When Magic Archer is in the game or in the standard cycle, you can't remove both poison and fireball, I personally think, because that would just make the card OP. But you can't take out one of it.
That's not easy. So I'm really curious if they ever come up with a solution to that. This was an amazing 2 matches we've seen today, and unfortunately we're already coming to the end here. Again, my friend Luca over there co-casting with me. You find him, look him up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can look me up everywhere basically. Chief Avalon, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I probably missed a few. I don't know. Look it up. You find me everywhere. And the next Clash Royale matches will be on Monday and Wednesday again. Don't miss it.
Yep.
Same time. Next Monday, we go to the next round.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
our second round of the losers bracket will be taking place there, and whoever manages to get a win there will make his way into the playoffs. And after that, we're already closing in on the end of the season already again. So stay tuned for that. I hope to see you back soon. Everyone, stay at home, stay happy, and stay healthy. See you next week.
Everyone stay happy and healthy, and we see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Wir arbeiten schon viel. Und das darf auch sein. Es gehört halt auch dazu. Aber die Technik schafft heute auch viel. Immer mehr sogar. Die Luftfeuchtigkeit passt. Die Stauatmosphäre stimmt. Und wenn die Technik immer mehr schafft, könnten wir ja zwischendurch ein Kehr weniger krampfen. Oder etwa nicht?
You ready? Huh? Hey, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
I don't need